Okay, this is a little movie about the use of Excel to create an automatic data sheet. I'm going to, right now I have the test that's already in the ratio mode, and I have the data snip serial to keyboard redirection program running. You can Google data snip and download this. It's free. You notice I have the translate CR to enter key checked and the options. That's all you need to do besides key the start redirection button. Okay, that's fairly simple. Okay, you can see that I don't know if you can see the numbers on there very well, but basically I'm ratioing 800 to 5 CT. I got a little noise on the power here. It's kind of distorted, so it's bouncing around a little bit, but that's what it's doing. Now, I'm going to launch Excel. Okay, I just launched Excel, and I'm going to launch CTest. Okay, this is a template that is provided for you as a basics for you to create your own data sheet. Up here we're in the columns G, H, and I, and J. You can put in information like the bus, the breaker, the voltage level, the technician's name, whatever you feel needs to go there. The same thing below the graph, you can do that. You can also move the location of the graph around to suit your particular desires as far as the data sheet is concerned. Now what you have to do to start this is to put the highlight box in A1 by clicking on A1. The test set will fill the data all the way down in column A. Okay, so and then the Excel spreadsheet is set up to copy that in the appropriate places over here and put the saturation characteristics on the graph. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find the little keypad here, little scribe thingy here. Well, maybe I won't because I can't find it anywhere. Okay, what I'll do is I'll press PC on here. See, the PC button flickers, and up here, when I did that, it filled the ratio data in. Might be able to see that. It says that the XV test set output voltage was 15.416. The test set input voltage induced in the single turn primary is 0.09636. The angle, which indicates polarity, is 0, indicates the polarity is correct. The ratio to 5 was 799.91. So I'm done with the ratio test. It was that easy. Okay, I found my little stylus here. So let me go over here and hit the menu button. It goes back to the main menu. The variac returns 0, shuts the output off, and all that stuff. Okay, then let me check the saturation. The other test we want to do on CT is saturation, and I happen to know this will saturate at 200 volts. So I select saturation 200 volts. Okay, back over here on the spreadsheet, I'm going to put the start block. I'm going to click on A10 because that's where the data has to start to fill in the graph properly. Very important you be on A10 or else the results may be scrambled. Okay, now to do the test on the CT, all I have to do is first turn output on, so I make sure the output off switch is on. Turn the output on. It won't do a test unless you first turn the output on. That's for your safety because, you know, you have to consciously turn the output on to get this voltage started up. Okay, then hit test. Okay, the little test button will light up testing, and you can see on the graph there it's starting to plot. Okay, so now we'll just wait. When the voltage exceeds the threshold of like 17 milliamps, it'll start writing the data in the spreadsheet and plotting it on the graph. Okay, so this is just a matter of sitting and waiting. No strenuous effort required. Just watch as the graph goes up. You also, of course, have a set of data, not with wider intervals. It's not as many data points, that'll appear on the screen right here. So that's in case you're doing manual transcription, you don't have to write down, 100 points or anything. Okay, it's now saturated. Okay, you can see that the current is rising rapidly across there, that much voltage. And it has reached the test limit point. It's around 750 milliamps, and has turned itself off. Test complete. And now I have the data in the spreadsheet here. So what I want to do to make a data sheet after I fill in all the boxes that I've placed over here will be to go up here on the A, between the A and the B, click on the mouse and collapse the A field. Okay, so that makes a much neater data sheet. Now I just have what I had over here, the ratio data and the saturation data vertically. And if I go to File and comes down here and look at Print Preview, you can see what the data sheet would look like before you printed it. Okay, and up here, of course, you would have whatever information you want, and the same thing with down here. You'd have whatever information you want to identify the CT, who tested it, the bus position, all that stuff. Whatever you wanted would go in there. And that is the essentials of testing a CT and making the data sheet. Notice it required very little effort. So that's the end of this movie.